What's up everybody? My name's Corey, I am the OverLook Avenger, and in today's video, my goal is to give some feedback on some features that I think need to be added to the already existing game modes in Marvel's Avengers. So, what I want to really focus on are the base game modes. So we have recently gotten the Omega level threat, Horde mode has gotten a smaller feature, and we do know that Patrol mode is coming in the future. But I want to keep this conversation centered around the things that were there at the base start of the game. The vaults, the hives, the threat sectors, the villain sectors, and the drop zones. So, like I said, I'm just going to, touch base on each one of these topics and give what I think would be a benefit for everybody. So first, we want to start with the vault. I was playing the vault actually earlier today, and I felt like there was something missing. There's a lot of open space in the vault, and I'm assuming that the patrol mode is just going to be an extension of that. So, what I think the vaults need are more mini bosses. We already have what are those, high priority targets, but those are nowhere nearly strong enough to keep a team engaged for more than a minute and a half. So we need more mini bosses, like groups of elite enemies. Besides a one priority target, we could have 5 elite exos that just pop up out of nowhere, and maybe have it be a random drop that systematically drops down, who knows, when you get in a certain vicinity. Another idea I had was those hacking circles. It could be possible that Jarvis could pick up, or I guess Shuri now, could pick up a hacking circle where they're like, hey, somebody's trying to hack us, we need to stop them, get to this circle so we can stop them, and it's all elite enemies. Elite Dreadbots, elite Exos, it could be elite Clawsmen, and anything really. The last thing I want to add as far as the vaults go are really just a vertical scheme to the vault. Much like in Kate's DLC, Kate Bishop Hawkeye's DLC, she had a couple of vaults in those mission chains, and they were all vertical. So it was really, I don't want to say upsetting, deflating. It was really deflating when we went back to the vault and we never got that vertical scheme again. So I think that could help break up some of the monotonity or mundaneness, I guess, of some of the vaults, because I feel like they're kind of being put on the back burner. Other than DNA keys, I don't really see a lot of reason to actually farm them. So those are just a couple of random thoughts I had about vaults. As far as hives go, I think hives could benefit greatly with the new features that you guys have added to the training rooms. The way that you can pick which kind of enemy type, I think that is something that was much needed for that, and it's much needed here. Imagine doing an elite hive where you only have airborne targets, or pure adaptoids, just pure adaptoids, or pure synthoids, because those are always tough too. You could have a watchdog hive, led by Taskmaster. So I'm talking about just an elite hive, something that's just normal, everybody kind of overlooks it since we have mega hives, since we have tachyon rifts and everything else. I think with an elite hive, you could have 5 floors of watchdogs, and at the top floor, you could have Taskmaster. He's already been established to be in charge of some of the watchdogs. It's already been established that he does have a school of training. Why not make one of these hives into a training academy for Taskmaster? Coming up at number 3 on the list are threat sectors. So I don't really think too many changes need to be made to the threat sectors specifically, but I do think that more need to be introduced to the priority rotation. So a lot of times when I get to do the priority mission, at least once a week, it's like Agony on the Anthill, or the one where you have to free all the people at the end. I think it's like the Ant Farm or something like that. Both of them are ants, or both of them are Hank Pym missions. Another one is And We're Back. We always see those kind of in rotation over and over, and I would appreciate just a couple more just being dropped every once in a while. I mean, come on. And then maybe give rewards for using specific characters instead. I know that we're going more towards you can use one character a week to get the exotic besides just one time, but if you had an additional reward for using a specific character, that could also motivate somebody to play them a little bit more. Maybe it's just something as simple as an emote, or maybe like a costume that is already at Chastity, but you get it for free or something like that. You don't have to spend 500 units. Something small. Alright, so the next one I want to talk about are the villain sectors. So we all know that we need more villain sectors off tops. That's not a secret. Everybody knows that we only have a couple. We have Taskmaster, Abomination, Hulk in the future, which is Maestro, so 2 Abominations basically. We have the Dreadbot, we have the Warbot, and yeah, I think that's the 5 that we have. So we do not have Crossbones yet, but rumor has it he is coming in the future. They are working on that. But I would appreciate more being introduced, which is obvious. Something that we can do in the meantime is have more enemies pop up during these missions. During the Abomination missions on the rooftop, I think a couple of watchdogs pop up, but we could have like Elite Exos. I always bring it back to Elite Exos. But we could have Elite Exos, Elite Dreadbots, whatever the ones that are walking around, just more enemies. Maybe we can start introducing claw enemies into the action type. I'm not really too sure what goes into making a villain sector if we have to keep them in line with the story, but I would take one off villain sectors where we kind of just drop in and fight the boss too. I don't know if that's like something that's even a possibility or if that's something people would want. What do you guys think of that idea? Alright, and then the last one I want to talk about, because I want to try to keep these videos around 5 minutes, are drop zones. So drop zones are fun. Drop zones are cool. They give ISO shards and, you know, all those minor artifacts, all that good stuff. But I think we need more drop zones like the Wakandan variety. So the cool thing about the Wakandan DLC is that those drop zones actually are multiple stages. And when I first played those, I was kind of shocked. I was like, whoa, we're doing more than just hacking this one server. So I do think we need more longer drop zones where it's like, hey, look, we're hacking a server here. We're freeing some people here and we're out. Or maybe it's 2 of the same. Who knows? Do what you got to do. I also think they need a damage upgrade or a level increase. I think that them being permanently at 140 when we're all at 150 is a detriment to the whole game mode. Because when you go in there with enough gear, and if your team has enough gear, then you're just wiping everything. One person stands in the middle, everybody else wipes them out, and they're pretty much just good to go. So I think they need a damage upgrade. I think they need to go up to 150. And I like the establishment of the multi-leveled or multi-layered drop zone. So I think we need to do a couple more of those. Maybe introduce those back to the game modes that we already have. They have the subnautical, the ones underwater, those layers that they don't use too much. I think we also have a drop zone when we're in space. So I know we have these biomes that we haven't really used fully, so maybe we can introduce something to that to make that kind of blend. But I don't know. I've been going on too long about this. Let me know what you guys think about some of these implementations that I'm talking about. Do you think that this is possible? Do you guys have any other easy ones that we could already introduce to the already pre-established game modes that you guys think is just, hey, this makes sense? But yeah, like I said, my name's Corey. Usually I'm narrating comics over on the OverLook channel, so that's in the description or on the channel page. You'll find that. And then our Twitch is the OverLook Media, where we record all this gameplay. We're trying to do this new thing with this channel, the OverLook Avenger, so we appreciate you watching the video. Stay tuned for the next one, and let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below.